Good morning, everyone. Today we're exploring one of the most fascinating phenomena in linguistics, code switching. If you've ever switched between languages in a conversation, maybe English with your friends and Indonesian with your family, you've already practiced code switching. So, what exactly is code switching? According to linguistic research, code switching refers to the practice of alternating between two or more languages or language varieties within a single conversation or even a single sentence. This isn't random mixing. It follows grammatical rules and social cues that make it meaningful and intentional. For example, an Indonesian speaker might say, "I'm going to the pasar to buy some fruits, but jaraknya cukup jauh." Here, English and Indonesian blend seamlessly to convey a message. Code switching is especially common in multilingual societies like Indonesia, where bilingualism is widespread. It's not a sign of language deficiency, but rather a sophisticated linguistic skill that reflects our ability to navigate different social contexts. A. Kinds of code switching. Now, let's dive into the three main types of code switching. Each type has distinct patterns and examples. 1. Intersentential code switching. This occurs between sentences or clauses. For example, I finished my homework, tapi saya masih perlu memeriksanya lagi. Here, the switch happens after a complete English sentence, continuing in Indonesian. 2. Intrasentential code switching. This happens within a single sentence or clause, often blending grammatical structures. For instance, she loves eating nasi goreng for lunch every day. The Indonesian noun phrase nasi goreng is embedded naturally into the English sentence. Dritter tag switching. This involves adding a tag phrase or word from another language. For example, that movie was amazing, ya? The Indonesian tag ya, meaning right, is used to seek agreement or emphasis. Table. Types of code switching with examples. Type description. Example. Intersentential. Switching between sentences, siung clauses. I'm tired. Saya ingin tidur. Intrasentential switching within a sentence. Please buy me es jeruk from the market. Tag switching. Adding a tag word / phrase. It's hot today, can? B. Reasons for code switching. Why do people code switch? Research in sociolinguistics highlights several key reasons, each serving a social or communicative purpose. 1. Expressing solidarity and identity codes. Switching can build rapport or express cultural identity. For example, kita harus teamwork untuk menyelesaikan proyek ini. Using English teamwork in an Indonesian sentence might emphasize modern collaboration or shared group identity. Second, lexical need or precision. Sometimes, a word or concept in one language is more precise or familiar. For instance, let's meet at warung instead of the cafe. The Indonesian word warung conveys a specific type of casual eatery that English doesn't capture directly. 3. Emotional expression. Strong emotions like excitement or fear might trigger switching. Imagine someone screaming, "Oh my God, ada tikus di sana." The switch to Indonesian here amplifies the fear or surprise. 4. Social power dynamics. In professional settings, individuals might switch to a dominant language to fit in or avoid discrimination. For example, an Indonesian professional might use English in corporate meetings to align with global norms, but switch to Indonesian with local colleagues for comfort. 5. Quoting or highlighting. When quoting someone or emphasizing a point, switching adds authenticity. For example, and then she said, "Jangan lupa, besok datang." So I have to go. The direct quote in Indonesian preserves the original meaning. Reasons for code switching with examples. Solidarity, identity. Kita harus teamwork. Build rapport or group identity. Lexical need. Buy me batik for the event. Precision or cultural specificity. Emotional expression. I'm so scared, jangan pergi. Amplify emotion. Social power dynamics. Using English in meetings, Indonesian socially conform to norms or avoid bias. Quoting, highlighting. He said, Ini penting, authenticity or emphasis, conclusion and implications. To summarize, Codeswitching is a dynamic linguistic resource that serves social, emotional, and communicative functions. It occurs in various forms: intersentential, intrasentential, and tag switching, each with unique grammatical patterns. Understanding code switching helps us appreciate how bilinguals creatively use their language repertoire to connect, express, and navigate complex social worlds. Rather than viewing it as a deficit, we should recognize it as a mark of linguistic agility. In contexts like education or workplace diversity, acknowledging code switching can promote inclusivity. For instance, teachers might allow students to switch languages to express complex ideas, fostering confidence and participation. Thank you for your attention. Remember, language isn't just about rules, it's about people and how they creatively communicate across cultures.
Practice is the key to mastery. Every effort, no matter how small, gets you closer to perfection. Keep going. Your dedication will pay off. Latihan adalah kunci menuju penguasaan keterampilan berbahasa. Setiap usaha, sekecil apapun, membawa Anda lebih dekat ke kesempurnaan. Teruslah maju, dedikasi Anda akan membuahkan hasil. Salam dari Pak Budi.